Hello, children. I hope you all are in good and sound health. Right? Yes. In this video, we will proceed on to the remaining activities of agricultural practices. We will discuss in detail about adding manure and fertilizer, irrigation, protection of weeds, harvesting, storage, and animal husbandry. So let us see adding manures and fertilizers. What are manures and fertilizers? Why do we need to add manures and fertilizers to the crops? I know these are the questions you have in your mind right now. So let me explain manure and fertilizer in detail. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for healthy growth of plants are manures and fertilizers. See, look at the picture here. How it happens. Continuous growing of crop makes the soil poorer in certain nutrients, means deficient in the nutrients. Therefore, farmers have to add manure to the field to replenish the soil with nutrients. And this process is called manuring. And I know you have learned in lower classes what is manure in class 6. Actually, manure is an organic substance often from the decomposition of plant and animal waste. And what is that method called? Making manure? That is called vermicomposting. But we will not go in detail about vermicomposting. But what about fertilizers? Have you ever seen anyone using fertilizers at your home? Okay. Actually, fertilizers are the chemical substances which are rich in particular nutrients and they are produced in large scale in factories. Examples are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK, etc. NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So what happened? Let us see. The use of fertilizers has helped farmers to get better yield of crops such as wheat, paddy and maize. But excessive use of fertilizers has made the soil less fertile and have also become a source of water pollution. So excessive use of fertilizers degrade the what? It degrades the environment. It is harmful to us and it also become a source of water pollution. So let us see the difference between manure and fertilizers. Okay. So here it is. A fertilizer is an organic salt. Manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of human and animal or the plant waste. A fertilizer is prepared in factories. Manure is prepared in fields. Fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil, but manure provides humus to the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. So I know that you have understood up to this. Now moving on is the irrigation. So let us see in detail what irrigation is. What do you mean by irrigation? The supply of water to crops at different intervals are known as irrigation. And the time and frequency of irrigation varies from crop to crop, soil to soil and season to season. Right? Yes. So let us see what are the sources of irrigation. Well, tube wells, ponds, lakes, river, dams and canal. These are all the sources of irrigation. Moving on is the traditional method of irrigation. The water available in wells, lakes and canals is lifted up by different methods in different regions for taking it into the field. Cattle and human labor is used in this method. But these methods are cheaper but less efficient. And here are the traditional method. You can see here mode is there, pulley system, that is chain, pump, dhekli and rahat. Pumps are commonly used for lifting water. Diesel, biogas, electricity and solar energy is used to run in this pump. Okay, so these are the traditional method. Now another method is the modern method of irrigation. It helps us to use water economically. The main method used are the sprinkler system. Okay, let us see in detail about this. This system is more useful on uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles on the top are joined to the main pipeline at regular interval. This is the nozzle. When water is allowed to flow through the main pipe under pressure with the help of a pump, it escapes from the rotating nozzles. It gets sprinkled on the crop as if it is raining. So you can see the picture here how it works, how the sprinkler system works. And it is very useful for sandy soil. So I hope you understand sprinkler system, right? So another method of modern irrigation system is the drip system or the drip irrigation. In this system, the water falls drop by drop just at the position of the roots. So it is called drip system. It is the best technique for watering fruit plants, gardens and trees. The system provides water to plants drop by drop. Water is not wasted at all. It is a boon in regions where availability of water is poor. Now we'll move on to protection of weeds, another activity. So first of all, what do you mean by weeds? Weeds are the undesirable plants that grow along with the crops, right? So the removal of weeds is called weeding. Weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plants for water, nutrient, space and light. Thus, they affect the growth of crops. Farmers adopt many ways to remove weeds and control their growth. Tilling before sowing of crop helps in uprooting and killing of weeds, which may then be dried up and get mixed with the soil. And another method is using the seed drill, which you can see from the picture, and seed drill is used to uproot the weeds. What are weedicides? Chemicals which are used to control the weeds are known as weedicide. Example 2,4-D. They are sprayed in the field to kill the weeds. So this is how the weedicide works. Okay, so we'll move on to another activity. That is what? That is harvesting. Harvesting of crop is an important task. So what do you mean by harvesting? Let us see. The cutting of crops after it is matured is called harvesting. And harvesting in our country is either done manually by using sickle or by a machine called harvester. Okay, this is the sickle and that one is the harvester. Threshing. The process of separating the grain seed from chaff in the harvested crop is called threshing, and it is carried out with the help of a machine called combine. This is combined, which in fact is a combination of harvester and thresher. Winnowing. Farmers with small holdings of land do the separation of grains and chaff by winnowing. This is a traditional method, but nowadays this machine is used for winnowing, for the separation of the grains and the chaff. Now the last activity, let us see, that is storage. Storage of produce is an important task. If the crop grains are to be kept for longer time, they should be saved from what? They should be saved from moisture, insect, rats and microorganisms. If freshly harvested grains are stored without drying, they may get spoiled or attacked by organisms, losing their germination capacity. So, before storing them, the grains are properly dried in the sun to reduce the moisture in them. and this prevents the attack by insect, pests, bacteria and fungi. This is how sun drying is done. Understand? Yes. So here farmers store grains in jute bags or the metallic bins. After harvesting, the farmer they store the grains in jute bags or the metallic bins. However, large-scale storage of grains is done in silos. This is silos where large-scale storage is done, and another one is the granaries. So even in granaries also large-scale storage is done in order to protect from pests like rats and insects. You might have seen your parents using dried neem leaves for storing food grains at home. Have you ever seen? Okay. So for storing large quantities of grains in big godown, specific chemicals treatment are required to protect them from pests and microorganisms. Right. Now we'll move on to food from animals. These are the food from animals. You can see meat, chicken, fish, cheese, milk and all. These are food from animals. And here animals reared at home or in farms have to be provided with proper food, shelter and care. And when this is done on a large scale, it is called animal husbandry. So you can see the picture how the animals are reared. So this comes to an end. So we will conclude here with brief summary. First, the activities are preparation of soil, sowing, after sowing, adding manure and fertilizer, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, threshing, and last, storage. I hope you have understood the lesson, and I know you will be able to answer all the questions given in the text. So thank you. Have a good day ahead. Bye-bye.